Hey Daryl, hey Warner, this is Thick Mama Pump, Jordan Grace, coming at you through a Snapchat filter because honestly, it's just easier this way for me, for you, and definitely for my self-esteem because I don't feel like putting on makeup right now, and you know how it is. But I heard you guys do a wrestling if I can talk today, podcast called I'm gonna say this right, hopefully. Covalent, fingers crossed, that's how you say it, because I think I would normally pronounce it Covalent, but Covalent Wrestling Podcast. So I hope that is awesome. I hope you guys get, a bazillion views on it or listens or however podcasts work, because everybody does them on Zoom nowadays. But talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, we are in this bitch, man. Interesting decisions were made tonight in the United Center here in Chicago, Illinois. We got some very, very interesting decisions that were made. We got some stuff that we might have to go on ahead and drop a few ingredients in the pot, stir it in a little bit, you know what I'm saying? See exactly what the temperature, how it's tasting, the flavor. You need to know the flavor of what's going on. Okay? And somebody has to set the tone and teach y'all how to put the right flavors in there by giving y'all the right information, keeping it real, and just doing exactly what we do best, and that is be the best podcast out there, simply. So that means, welcome to your AEW All Out 2023 live review. It is your boy, Mr. Stark Sam.
Big dub.
My hoodie is real nice, y'all. But that is besides the point. That is besides the point. If you know, you know. But guys, tonight's show, y'all know how pay-per-view format is. We typically don't give news. We typically don't do drone accountability, but we still bring the facts, data, and statistics. And we just give our preliminary thoughts ahead of time without skipping ahead, without goddamn skipping ahead. I can't say that enough. Without skipping ahead. So, here's my thing. The beta male brigade was out in full force tonight. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm not going to skip ahead to it. I'm just going to flat out say something I had a problem with. You had a lot of people from out of town. Somebody going to say, no, it was just a Chicago crowd. No, it wasn't. Because the Chicago crowd, people that were in there, you heard them vocally. But to all of the out-of-town beta males that decided to show up and pollute the Chicago crowd with your beta bullshit the whole night and praising beta males. Oh, wait, hold on. No. Everybody's got to go off for a second. We gonna cook. To all of y'all that came in there with y'all little weirdo energy and all that good stuff, and you want to hear something funny, guys, I'm sitting in the arena because guys, I said I was gonna go, but a hookup came through, right? To see Julius Wright tag us in a tweet again from him posting the clip and somebody basically saying, oh, the irony of, two guys talking about wrestling, calling people weirdos and some shit like that, right? And I told him, these people are not worth the argument. They're just going to use circular reasoning and bad faith arguments because they have nothing. And it's so weird that he tagged us in that, because the first thing that popped in my head was I was sitting in an arena full of these motherfuckers. I was sitting in an arena full of these people. These were not those people you heard throughout the show in certain moments that I'm going to bring up. Those weren't Chicago fans. The only way you'll know that for sure is if you actually go to the event. It'll be people that don't even look like they from here, don't dress like they from here, don't carry themselves like they from here. And you could just tell that they're going to come there and put all of that bussified energy in everybody's ear, and it's just going to carry on like a fucking disease. Now, here's what I struggle with. And this is the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to let Werner give his preliminary thoughts. What I saw in the United Center tonight, for the first time ever, I could say, AEW had a WWE-esque crowd. Mm-hmm. I'm not even joking, y'all. That's the first AEW event that I can honestly say I've been to in all the events that I've been to AEW where I legitimately said to myself, I feel like I'm sitting in a WWE crowd. It was embarrassing to hear some of the grown men do what they were doing, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that. And by the way, to whoever that person was, this is not two weirdos calling other wrestling fans weirdos. That's not even what this is. You know why? Because there's nothing weird about us at all. A grown man that tells another grown man to scissor him is a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have never heard us praise the Acclaimed. Y'all have never heard us praise beta male stuff. Ever. But I just wanted to get that out there, and I wanted Werner to hear that because I don't know how it came off over TV. But this was the most WWE-esque crowd that I think I've ever seen AEW have in their history. So with that being said, it feels like Tony Khan, congrats, bro. You finally got your way. Congrats. I hope you're happy. I really hope you're happy, my guy. You finally got your way. You finally converted your crowd to like what you like. You pulled it off. You did what took Vince 30 years to do. So, Tony Khan, enjoy. Because now you're going to find another product to push fans that want to invest back in wrestling away. Mm-hmm. But go ahead, Werner. Give your preliminary thoughts on the show, my good sir.
I don't know if this was just me.
Mm-hmm.
This could have been you. This could have been others in our comment section. But to me, it seemed as the show went on, it got progressively slower.
Yes.
And slower and slower and slower and slower.
It was like you entered a vortex. It was
yes.
Yeah, it was like pulling time apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%. I didn't think that came off on TV though.
Oh.
Did it? Really?
Yeah. Because I was like, man, they're really fun. And then all of a sudden,
it just hit
there was one match.
Bro.
And it just went screeching to a halt.
It was like watching Neo in the fucking Matrix.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We got a birthday in the comment section. I didn't even see it. Dominic Robert Broderick. Oh, God. The Bussy co-captain himself has his 28th birthday today. Shouts out to you, man. Appreciate you coming in here, spending a little bit of your birthday time with us, man. Thank you.
Bang.
And his leader's not even here.
Appreciate that. Man, oh man. But keep going, Werner. Keep going.
I mean, it's just, it was frustrating to watch for that.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, like, I thought, one, I was surprised with the crowd. Not, I mean, WWE crowd is a very on the nose, thing to say, but I honestly was surprised how many people showed up, especially after everyone was like, "Oh, I'm not going now. CM Punk isn't there."
Like I told you, if I didn't get the hookup, I wouldn't have been in there my damn self.
Oh no, I know, but I'm just saying, I don't think Tony gave out 10,000 free tickets either.
No. No. Warner, that plays into what I just said, man. That plays into me saying that it was so many people in there that you could tell weren't from Chicago. Because it's stuff that, again, we don't cheer, we don't like, we don't carry outside. It was not, for the most part, it was not a Chicago crowd. I bet you if you would have polled every single person in that building on where they were from, I'm pretty sure the results would have came back about anywhere from 60 to 70%. The people in there were from out of town. I'm almost certain. Because the difference in the crowd from the first AEW Collision to this crowd, night and fucking day. Night and fucking day. Go back and watch the first Collision episode and watch the crowd from that episode to this pay-per-view tonight and tell me it is not a substantial difference. Please. Huge difference. Mo said, was it a sellout? No. No, it was not.
No,
it was not. But I will say something. It did look like most of the arena was full, but that upper third level on the, where the hard cam is, not the actual side where the hard cam is pointing, that upper third level was empty. It was bad. But
tickets distributed were 9,500.
Yeah. They could have done much better in regards to ticket sales for that event. But Tony Khan has nobody to blame but himself because you made the wrong set of moves. You played chess and lost in, well, how many turns would you say he lost in the game of chess?
Way too many.
It's unbelievable.
The fact that you are willing to bastardize every year now 2 pay-per-views because, oh my God, one's in London and the other one's in Chicago. No one's going to care because your buildups are shit.
And guys, y'all know that food in y'all refrigerator that you put in the refrigerator for leftovers? And because you kept ordering out or you just forgot about it, it's just been sitting in there and you go back in there maybe about a week or so later and you question, should I eat this? You're like, should I eat this?
Right.
That's what Tony Khan did with All In and All Out this year. The people that went to All Out were the people that were standing at the refrigerator going, should I eat this?
And probably going forward.
Like
every year now, that's going to be the same thing.
You just don't want your pay-per-views to get to a point of where it feels like the leftovers that you're not sure if it's still good or not. Because we know that's a problem that other company has. We know that that's a problem that they have. So Tony Khan, I really want to propose another question to you. Why are you creating problems where there are none? You had a formula at one point. You were drawing casuals back in. I went to the grocery store and saw somebody in a Forbidden Door shirt. You had a good formula that casuals were starting to take notice. You were starting to get really positive press. You were doing so well. And then you got drunken with power. And you said, I'm only going to push the people I like. And I'm going to make it well known that the viewer is in a cycle of people I like. And if you don't like them too damn bad, because I'm going to keep that cycle going.
You know what I'm interested for?
What's up?
Collision ratings going forward. Because now you got to face off against college football.
With no CM Punk.
With no CM Punk. And apparently Andrade, because where the fuck has he been? And apparently he's not part of LFI anymore.
And shouts out to him, by the way, for actually having a set between his legs and saying that he wishes CM Punk the best on Twitter and hoping to work with him again in the future. Me, an amazing black man who's an artist. His name is AJ Moore. Check out his work. He does excellent wrestling artwork. Check him out. I will always shout him out. I will always shop with him. He is dope. Check him out. We were talking at StarCast, and me and him had the same logic about the situation. They lined CM Punk up. They set him up. He was like, dude, I'm from Texas. He said, obviously, I know you from Chicago. He said, dude, where we come from, You can't say something crazy and somebody don't see you about it. The same thing that I said on the last stream, basically. He was like, there's no way that somebody down the block, he gave the example of like on your block, somebody down the block, you hear them talking about, oh man, so-and-so ain't nothing, man, whoop-de-whoop, and you don't go see them. That's just not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we both came to the conclusion that they knew CM Punk was a hothead. And they said, how can we do anything in our power? What is the mission that we can accomplish by pissing CM Punk off? We might be able to get him suspended again. Hell, we might be able to get him fired. And I think the Young Bucks, Hangman Page, and a few of those young wrestlers sat down in the locker room one day and was like, how do we devise a plan that's good enough to get this man out of the company? And all of a sudden, Werner, I saw this while sitting in the arena.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I'm seeing a story reported of now, CM Punk called William Regal a stooge, and he didn't like him, and he dubbed him, and he didn't want to shake his hand, and so on and so forth. Who's feeding these stories? And they said this happened way back when Regal first signed with the company. Now, all of a sudden, the smear campaign of CM Punk has hit the wrestling media.
Mm-hmm.
Who do y'all think is behind that?
Will Washington.
Question. Boy, here's how I know he knows who we are, bro. I walked up to him. I just shook his hand. That man looked at me like he saw the boogeyman. That man looked at me like he saw the boogeyman himself. Like he never expected to run into me.
Mm-hmm.
He looked nervous.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Because I've said this on the show a million times. They watch our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let y'all slipping in the kitchen and not doing what y'all supposed to do right now fool y'all. They pop in. Because I swear when I walked up to him and I was like, what's up, man? He looked like he pissed himself. That's real talk.
Because he knows we know the truth about him.
And everybody
he's
else.
Probably pissed that we figured it out before everyone else.
I wish I was lying, y'all. There's a part of me that really wishes I was lying about this. I'm not. He was standing there with his crew from that little Grapsity show that he does, which I think I hate that name. That Grapsity show he does, all his people was there. I walked straight up to him, shook his hand, looked him in the eyes, and that man looked like, uh-oh, I'm not supposed to be talking to you.
Mm-hmm. You're blacklisted.
Yeah. No, I'm dead serious. Werner, yes, that's the look he had on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Which also lends credibility to the notion of what I said a million times over. All of these people that got so much to say about us, all of these people that got so much to say about people that do speak the truth, when you see them, they shook. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes telling the truth brings the fear and the bitch out of people. Okay? And I'm here for all of the smoke. I was ready for it. If he would have said, hey, man, I don't like what you said, I would have been like, well, okay, what you want to do about it? I'm just trying to tell y'all. Maria, you don't understand. This is where you need to sit this one out. You even saying that lets me know that you haven't been in any real conflict in life.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, I still don't understand how broken glass, cry me a river are fighting words. Werner, please tell me at what point did we say that was fighting words?
Never.
At what, Maria, can you pull up a clip? You got you know our DMs are. You know our DMs are. Pull up a clip of us saying, Jack Perry saying that was fighting words. We'll wait. We never said that. We just said, don't talk shit if you're not prepared to back it up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk shit if you don't want to be confronted about the shit you just spoke. CM Punk had every reason to go up to him and be like, well, what's this about? He had every reason in the world. Because when real men have real conflict, that's how we address it. We go straight to the other man, get to the source, and figure out how we gonna handle this situation. And if the other person don't want to handle the situation and they stand on it, then we go to fisticuffs. But at no point did we say, oh, he should have instantly punched him in the face for saying that. We never said that. Show us where we said that. When will you understand that we're very calculated in what we say and we know exactly what we say?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think our message stays the same? It's not because we're repetitive. It's because we don't change our opinion on a whim. We need facts, data, and statistics if we're going to change our opinion on something that, honestly, most people can see. No, I haven't seen the post Vince Russo made. What did Vince Russo say? What did Vince Russo say?
What does it matter what Vince Russo says?
No, I want to
anyways?
know. Let's play this game. Since people want to talk about people that typically have bad faith takes, what bad faith take did Vince Russo have? I'll wait. Dominic Robert Broderick said he knew what he was doing. He talked shit knowing Punk would give him the exact reaction he wanted. It's not fighting words, but it was a premeditated strike. See, Dominic Robert Broderick gets it. He gets it. This is a topic, and I hate to say it like this. This is going to sound crazy. This is a topic that women should probably just go on ahead and just shh. It's very rare when y'all have to face violence head on. Or not the violence, but the threat of violence head on without a man stepping in. It's very rare. Very rare. Men, we got to deal with another dude walking down the street saying something crazy to us while we with our girl every day. That's stuff that we got to think about every day.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't have to deal with that. Thank you, Marlo. Thank you for doing all that. Oh, I'm a DM. We don't got time for that. Thank you, Marlo. Said Vince Russo called Tony a spineless leader. He is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was going to be a bad faith, John. He is, though. He is. And I'm sorry, what I saw at the beginning of Collision when he spoke was a scared little pussy boy. Ain't no way around that. To me, it ain't no way around that. But Werner, give your thoughts, man. I'm tired of talking. I'm ready to get into the show, bro. There's so much stuff I want to address.
I mean, I'd rather just get in the show. This is just. I know this is a hot button issue because it's the weekend and it's a 3-day weekend, and I'm just ready to move on from it. I really am. It's done. It's over with. Punk will say something eventually. Whether it's explosive or not, who knows? It'll all be, it'll all be in the eye of the beholder and how explosive it is.
Mo just said, hold on, wait. Mo, I'm reading comments. Mo said a man isn't going to back down when another man talks shit on him without approaching him about it. Dominic has said Russo said the locker room is soft. Tony is soft. He said Tony needs a hardened guy to lay down the law like JR or Eric Bischoff and be the tough one. JR, who the fuck said J? I hope that was a typo or something.
Why would anyone trust Eric Bischoff to lay down the law?
If anything, Eric Bischoff is speaking from experience because he made the exact same mistakes Tony Khan did.
In 2 different companies.
Yeah. So, no, they don't need to hire Eric Bischoff. Why? So he can make the exact same mistakes again?
Uh-huh.
That ain't going to be a third time's the charm situation. It's not. It's not. So I knew it was something bad faith in there with Vince Russo. I knew with Vince Russo, it's always one little line in there that's just like, oh, there it is. There it is. He said something in bad faith. Damn. Because there's moments where I've listened to Vince Russo and I'm like, he was cooking. He cooked for a second. And then he'll just start getting into like conspiracies, bad faith arguments. And I'm like, oh, dude, you were doing so good. Wait a minute. Hold on. Maria said, why did Punk have to care about what other talent do with their bodies if Jungle Boy have gotten severely hurt? It wasn't Punk's problem. He didn't need to give up. You don't get it, yo. I'm convinced that we could explain this 36,000 ways and you just won't get it. So I'm gonna concede. I'm gonna concede in this regard. You won't get it. You won't understand it. And I really do hate saying this because we live in a society where saying stuff like this is discouraged. This is a man's topic. It is. It is. There's no way around me saying it. It's a man's topic. Women should probably sit this topic out. All you got to do is look up the crime statistics of the chances that a woman has to experience a violent crime versus a man. Like you don't have to actively deal with conflict on the daily. You don't. And the conflict y'all do deal with is typically wordy, catty nonsense that will never, well, most times won't lead to a fight of any kind. If a man walks past you, disrespect your girl, and step on your shoes, that's an instant fight. That's an instant fight. Somebody might even die about it. Women, y'all don't. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. So cut it out. I was trying to be nice about it, but Maria, you probably need to just sit this topic out. Just please. Because stop. Mo said, Maria, you step away from this one. Robert said, exactly. Dominic said, replying to Maria, so we aren't going to put the blame on Jungle Boy at all. Punk had the choice to care about it. I'm sorry, to care or care not. To care or not care about Jack Perry's well-being. Yeah, and especially considering he wanted to do it on a show that Punk was, helping with the creative of. He had a vested interest. It wasn't like he just walked up to him and was like, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. Do your research, man. Do your research. Because you would have saw that if you did your research. But let's keep going, man. You know what? Before we do anything, man, y'all playing with us tonight. The last couple shows, I don't know, man. The energy been kind of weird, dog. So like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang. Hit the like button right now. Share the stream on Twitter. Share it on Facebook. Share it anywhere that we are live right now. And also, keep the comments insightful. It keeps the conversation going, and it makes for a better stream for you guys. And that's what we want. That's what we want more than anything. We don't mind good dialogue. We don't.
Oh.
But it has to be in good faith, okay? It has to be in good faith.
Oh, Maria.
She's still trying.
Yeah.
Oh, God. We're not talking about internal home. Oh, God, you don't get it. Werner, we're talking about places like the workplace, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about places like the streets, right?
Wait.
We're not talking about in your home. What happened between Jack Perry and CM Punk was not in CM Punk's house. Oh, God, I tried to give you an out. You're arguing it.
How many times do you see conflict between women in a workplace? 0. Now, will it be catty bullshit? Sure.
Of course.
But will it turn to physical violence?
No.
With men, are they catty? No. It turns to violence immediately.
In the parking lot.
If it gets that far.
I tried to give you an out. Just sit it out, because now you're arguing in bad faith. You got like 5 comments in and went straight to the bad faith argument. Like, stop. Stop. Mr. Mayhem said Jack Perry should have been fired. I agree.
I agree too.
Robert said this situation definitely sounds like a setup. Moda said, Maria, you're comparing domestic violence with a man stepping to another man. Leave this topic alone. Dominic said, replying to Maria, what does this have to do with domestic violence? I mean, I guess you could consider domestic since Perry reacted like, I can't finish that one. I don't see it. It cut off. Brooks Robinson.
Dominic Broderick said, what does this have to do with domestic violence? I mean, I guess you consider this domestic since Perry reacted like a female and Punk choked him out.
Hey. Dominic Robert Broderick is talking tonight. Brooks Robinson said Maria's brought this up before and it went the same way. Yeah. Steve Ellis said, workplace and domestic violence incidents are different. I work in the legal system, so I can tell you they're not the same. We know they're not the same. It's just whataboutisms. That's the new trend. Whataboutisms. When you're talking about a specific topic that only has a linear path to a solution, and somebody tries to move the goalpost with whataboutisms like, well, what about the violent over here? Well, what about the violent over there? And nobody's talking about that. How do I know this as an example? People do this all the time with Chicago. Whenever some white people get into something crazy and people get killed or a white kid goes shoot up a damn school, what's the first thing that you hear on the news? Well, what about the violence in the south side of Chicago? What does that have to do with the kid that just shot up the damn school? People with these whataboutisms, bro. Whataboutisms is a new format of bad faith argument. I mean, come on. Sweetheart Sally said, I'm a lesbian. I get bashed for holding hands with my lover at places and I kick some people's ass because they disrespected the way I live. So that's technically a whataboutism, but you're more so telling a story than you're just going, well, what about this? You're telling your story. So I don't mind that. You're actually telling a story of something that happened to you, because I don't need to know the details, but I'm going to assume based off of what you said, you play the role of the masculine in your relationship. So that should tell you and show you what we go through consistently. Okay? Maria said, I saw a female stab another one in the parking lot at school. Oh, here we go with
more. What about, let's just get into the show.
Yeah, I'm done. I can't. It's just, it reached that point. Okay, guys, let's go to 0 Hour. The over budget charity battle royal. Dude, I'm going results based for 0 Hour because Hangman Page would defeat Brian Cage to win this battle royal. And the only thing that I could think in that moment was like, I'm like, oh God, it's going to be one of those nights. To me, that mentally set the tone for me for the rest of this show. This is going to be a reward the elite night. I was like, oh God, here we go. Out the gate, I'm like, Tony Khan is setting the tone. He's setting the tone. And people are going to go, well, Brian Cage is a heel. What did you expect him to win a charity battle royal? Okay, if that was the case, then why the hell did Tony Khan book heels in the battle royal?
Yeah.
You see how easy it is to debunk that logic if somebody was going to throw that out there? Okay, if you think that what I'm saying makes no sense, why did Tony Khan put heels in the battle royal then? He could have easily fixed the issue by just not putting heels in the battle royal and make it like a may the best man win type of thing. But instead, he put heels in a charity battle royal. And don't say that stupid crap either. Oh, well, you need cannon fodder for a story, for a battle royal.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Most people do not care about battle royals.
At all.
The only battle royal people care about is the Royal Rumble.
Even that's losing its luster day by day.
It definitely is, bro. It definitely is. But like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang. I need y'all to show the necessary love, man. Make it happen. Keep it popping in here. That is what it is all about, beautiful people. That is what it is all about. Let's make this happen. Let's fucking cook. I think we can do this tonight. But, man, y'all kind of slipping in the kitchen. Make me go ahead and make me go results-based. I would love to. I always say that. I would love to. Mm-hmm. We don't got to get surgical. We could just do it like that. But, yeah, Hangman Page won to earn $50,000 for the charity of his choice, and it would end up going towards the Chicago Public School something. I can't remember what they announced. I'm sorry if I forgot the name of the charity. My bad.
I'm actually surprised.
Yeah.
That it went to public schooling, a public schooling fund for Chicago. I thought Tony would have been petty and been like, the Chicago Paws or anything to do with dogs.
Yeah.
Because of Larry and all that.
Yeah, but no.
Really surprised it went to education.
Yeah, well, that's going to go to those board members' pockets. They're going to buy new Jeeps with it. Mm-hmm. And whatever's left over, they're going to send some pencils to these kids on the south side of Chicago like they're peasants. Trust me, I'm in the trenches with this. I know what I'm talking about. But yeah.
Or hand-me-down backpacks.
C. Butler said, well, Paige is a former teacher. That's cool and everything. But again, that still doesn't change what I said when it comes to if you wanted it to be a feel-good moment, just have it with baby faces. Mm-hmm. Just have it with baby faces. And again, you could have made it like a may the best man win type of thing.
Or you do like a tag team thing, like a random tag team thrown together team, and then you have someone else with Hangman.
It was multiple ways to not do something crappy to Brian Cage again and do something crappy to all the heels on your roster again. And Tony Khan was like, nah, I'm just going to make them look stupid. Y'all going to have to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Nando said, I hate all the battle royals. The only time I'm interested is when it's down to the last four dudes. True. Cap said, I can see why Tony Khan wants Danielson to run AEW. Something happened to him. Danielson at this scrum is awesome. I'm going to have to check that out after the stream. But really, I'm focusing on relaxing after the stream, guys, because these content slates take a lot out of us. So when y'all show the necessary love, man, it means the world to us. And when y'all don't, it kind of makes it trash. I'm going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Dominic said, yeah, Paige was a great teacher, and she taught Xavier Woods. Stop.
Who gives a shit about Xavier Woods?
That shit was like, what, how long ago now? No, those jokes. I don't do that. That's that. Kirk Becker said, and this is why I said I'm to the point of quitting watching wrestling last night. We haven't even gotten to the stuff that just is absolutely deplorable yet. We haven't even gotten to the stuff that is just nauseating yet. We haven't even gotten there. That was literally the first match of the 0 hour. We haven't even gotten to that point yet. Just wait. Stay tuned. All right, next up we had Athena, who's been doing great business. She's been killing it in Ring of Honor. Mm-hmm. She deserves a bigger spotlight. There's women that are not nearly as talented her on the AEW's main roster that don't deserve to be in the position they're in, and Athena is being relegated to Ring of Honor when she should be AEW Women's Champion right now.
Yep.
Let me just say that. But Athena, Diamante, and Mercedes Martinez going against Hikaru Shida, Sky Booty, and Willow.
So fucking gorgeous.
And a match that, honestly, everybody got a chance to shine. Everybody got a chance to do their own thing. I think that Diamante looked a little lost in this one, and I think that Hikaru Shida went right back to her ways of working very slow.
Yep.
And not snapping her moves well enough. Mm-hmm. She went right back into the bad habit that Werner would get on her about constantly.
Yep.
But outside of that, I think everybody in this match performed. I think Willow did good. The crowd was really behind her. Sky Booty did good. The crowd was behind her. And I'm sure a few people thought they wanted to be that way in more ways than one.
I'm like, goddamn, you dirty bitch, you dirty bitch, you dirty bitch.
And Athena did a damn thing. But this match would end with a cold blue from Sky Booty on Diamante for the pin and the win. And the match, it was okay. It was all right. The baby faces got some good cheers. And, yeah, it was what it was. At this point, I was unsuspecting of the crowd. I was like, oh, okay, it might be a normal crowd tonight. That is where the buck fucking stops, ladies and gentlemen. From here on out, we went to WWE land when it came to this crowd. We did. It got much, much worse. So get prepared. Next up, we got Werner's favorite team of Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, and Satnam Singh.
Why the fuck does Jeff Jarrett get fucking TV time in 2023? This needs to fucking stop. This menace of these fucking characters need to go away. This does not help AEW. It hurts AEW every fucking time they come out there.
And Tony,
they are tune-off people.
But wait,
Tony Khan, ready to tune the shit out and not turn it back on.
I hear you, but Tony Khan pulled the Vince move of doing a reference that is so out of date that I was embarrassed to be sitting there looking at it. They had Sanjay Dutt come out in an Isaiah Thomas jersey at the United Center when all of the big battles between the Bulls and the Pistons happened at what arena in Chicago, Werner?
Chicago Stadium.
Not the fucking United Center. Thank you, Werner.
I did not know Excalibur was from Detroit. I do not claim him. The state of Michigan does not claim him anymore.
State, you said city.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Still, we disown him. Him slobbering all over the Isaiah jersey just made me want to throw up.
So you had a 36, 37-year-old reference?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what games did the Bad Boy Pistons play the Bulls against in the United Center?
When did the United Center open? 93?
Oh no, sir. That was definitely mid to late for sure. I'm almost certain on that. Hold on. I'm actually going to pull that up. But guys, the point still stands that I'm just like, why are you going to WWE habits?
Yeah. But that's what Tony Khan wants to be. He wants to be little Vince. And we've been saying this now for months.
I knew it was mid. 94.
94?
Yeah.
So after Jordan left.
Yeah. So, guys, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It just, out the gate, you're starting to see stuff that you're like, oh, man, come on. T. Butler said it should have been a Ben Wallace or Tyshawn Prince jersey. No, because
the Bulls weren't what they were in 2004.
No, we were horrible. No. That wasn't a rivalry then. Moldon said,
now, if it was LA, sure, but they're not going to do All Out in LA.
No, absolutely not. But you know what, guys? Again, give us a reason to give y'all a good stream. I'm going to read a few more comments, but if y'all, I'm seeing these numbers getting stuck, and I don't like that. Especially considering I know the quality of show we bring. Man, that's crazy to me, but it's okay. We still going to do the show. Fernando, oh, shit, had to swallow some spit. Fernando said it was great to see Sky Blue get a win in hometown. Proud of her. Steve Butler said very shocking to hear a Midwest crowd being WWE-esque. We're going to get into it. I haven't even gotten to the crazy part. We're not even there yet.
No.
Sweetheart Sally said Jeff Jarrett needs to retire. His time is over just like Billy Gunn does.
Yeah, I get, yeah.
I was going to say, bro, you can't be a hypocrite.
No. She's right. But the thing is another problem with Billy Gunn is like he towers over 90% of the roster.
And we said that out the gate.
Yeah.
When Billy Gunn at first came there and we had saw him in the ring, like it was a battle royal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was that first battle royal. The casino battle royal for the when Hangman won and faced Jericho to win the world title.
Yeah, and he came out with that fake DX song.
Mm-hmm.
He just stood in the ring and you were like, dude, he's bigger than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There you have it, though. Maria says, so you're saying Tony is a drone? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drone / Fed Walker.
And he books his show just like, yeah, he's a hybrid for sure. And he books his show just like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I will say that definitively. We are not there yet, Jason Wolford. We about to get there. Relax.
No skipping a fucking ahead.
But Jay
we have
Lethal,
one fucking rule.
For real, though. Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, and Satnam saying going against the Acclaimed. And the crowd started to lose their fucking mind. And I said, oh my God, here we go with this nonsense. Nah, man, why are you lit? You don't get a pass either. I'm just going to go to the finish. The Acclaim won by pinfall with the mic drop from Max Caster on Jay Lethal to retain the trios titles. And Dennis Rodman got to crack a guitar over Jeff Jarrett's head. And to see not only just a legend in Chicago, but just a legend in sports in general, go from coming out at the United Center for Wrestling with the coolest faction in wrestling history to having to stand in the middle of a ring in the same building, scissoring another man.
Yep.
Makes me want to throw up. Trash. Duke damn juice. Tony Khan is starting to make me want to say something that everybody says about him, but we had tried to avoid saying it because it seems so bad faith when Drone say it, because it's like, look at the company you support. But now I'm going to say it. Tony Khan is a fucking mark.
Yeah.
I don't like it when Drones and Fairwalker say it because it's like, you support WWE. Shut up. Shut up. WWE.
And the way he's booking right now seems like he supports WWE too.
Everyone wanted an alternative. They did not want WWE like. No, I'm not talking about the fake people that said, oh, we want an alternative. No, I'm talking about the people that really wanted an alternative.
Like us. But it was an alternative until somebody decided that they were tailor-made for the WWE. And then that went out the fucking window.
It's a long time coming to me saying it, y'all. But yeah, Tony Khan is a mark. He's a mark. There's no way around it. There's no questioning it. He is. He is. What do people say about him? He's a mark with deep pockets. Yeah. Mike Patterson just said that, I think. He's proven all of those people right. Every time he books this nonsense, this indie shit, he's proven him right. And we cannot avoid saying that anymore. We cannot beat around the bush and not say that because, guys, it is true. Any thoughts on this match, man?
Let's move on because I'm sick of seeing the fucking Acclaimed, especially with Brock Lesnar guy in the fucking crowd.
He's so annoying, dude.
And then fucking Jeff Jarrett and the group of idiots getting TV time still just is infuriating. They don't need to be on fucking TV. Not every person backstage needs to have an on-screen role.
I'm a firm believer in no active talent should be allowed to be a producer in your company.
I agree with that.
Or an EVP.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I missed that. My fault. Oh, damn. I ain't even gotcha, bitch. The kid ass it at. My fault. Hold on. Marlo came through with 5 schmackaroos on the Cash App. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think, hold on, did anybody else donate? I think, did somebody hit the Streamlabs link? No, I don't think so. So 2 more donations will send us to church. We're going to go back to the normal 3. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang. But the engagement we getting, y'all, I ain't going to hold you. We might just go ahead and go through this one quick.
Yeah.
Go through this one quick, give our takes, and get up out of here because this the energy we going to get. This how we going to get. We going to give it right back to y'all. We going to return it. Straight like that. It's late as hell. Maria said there's a wrestler tradition to put all of the black wrestlers either bitter enemies or best friends like tonight. Of course, Rodzilla was booked with the Acclaimed. Yeah, Maria, you finally said something right. Yes. It's an age-old wrestling trope. You could go back to The Rock's dad. This has been a thing in pro wrestling almost since the beginning of pro wrestling.
Gotcha, bitch.
And I'm sick of it.
Well, Tony's a racist too. I mean, it's proven.
No company could just have two black guys feuding for a world title. It's impossible. Even when everybody was touting Kofi's win and jizzing all over it, who did he go against in that main event of WrestleMania?
Bryan Danielson.
Wow. It's crazy how that works, right?
Did he ever fight Big E for the for the WWE title?
No.
Oh. Did he ever fight Xavier Woods?
No.
Oh.
No.
Did he ever fight Bobby Lashley? Oh.
No.
What about the Street Profits? Oh.
That's why when people fall for the trickery and the mind fuckery of those token title reigns that they give and they with no good intent, I'm just like, how stupid can you be to fall for that
Gotcha,
every single time? I'm not doing it, man. Let's keep going. I see what we're going to have to do tonight. Y'all must not want us to do Raw tomorrow. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. That's how I'm feeling right now. Y'all must not want us to do Raw tomorrow. If this is what we going to get, I'm okay. Cool. Alex Reynolds and John Silver going against MJF and Adam Cole. MJF and Adam Cole retain. I don't care nothing about anything that happened in this match. The kangaroo shit is corny. The kangaroo kick shit is corny. The double clothesline shit is corny. This is already jumped the shark. In this, you missed a golden opportunity to turn Adam Cole heel and do a double turn. I don't care for this. Anything they do, I just don't care for it right now.
They should have done this last week.
The only thing about this match I like was John Silver, for some reason, turning it on and just going super hard in this match. Like, he was going crazy in this match. So shouts out to John Silver. I loved his effort in this match.
Probably because he thought, well, I'm never going to be on pay-per-view again.
Yeah. I loved his effort in this match. But everything else, it was WWE shit.
Yeah.
Everything else in this match was WWE shit. It was. Marlo said, or any company can't have multiple black champions at once. Oh, yeah, again, you preach to the choir, bro. You preach to the choir. I've been living it just like you have, bro. I've been living it just like you have. Trust. But like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang. We have got one donation on the Kid Ash It app. So go ahead and come through with two more. Courtesy came through with one schmackaroo. So we just need one more to go to church. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you. Keep it rolling, guys. Keep it rolling. We need the good energy, the good vibes, and the insightful comments. And Emoji Gang on YouTube, y'all can step up too. Yeah? Shouts out to y'all, man. Shouts out to all of y'all over there. Let's get this stream up over 10 likes. Let's go ahead and get this shit rolling, man. Let's get this shit rolling. We almost to an hour already. I'm telling y'all, if we just start flying, y'all gonna be mad. But Samoa Joe would do the NXT spot where he basically shoulder bump MJF making his entrance while they were trying to walk back to the ramp. MJF would attack him, and Joe had choked him out with a guillotine and security swarms to pull them apart. Do I think that was a rib on the CM Punk thing? Yes. So Werner was saying that Tony Khan was about to go into his pettiness with the charity thing. Instead, nope, he used Samoa Joe, who was involved with the situation, to do it. Am I the only one that thought that was a rib on that? I'm sorry. Am I the only one? My fault.
No. You're right. But I thought they would have done that on regular TV.
Yeah, no. Instead, they did it on 0 hour of their pay-per-view. Yeah.
I thought that was the first match.
What?
I thought that was after the first. I thought they opened the show with Adam Cole and
was that the opener?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, I tweet. My bad. But the curtain jerk, my fault.
Yeah.
Robert with the 5 smacker rules. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. It ain't quite early service, but we can still go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in this type of mood tonight, so we just going to go straight here, man. We just going to go straight here. Let me find it. Let me find it. Here we go. Oh, it don't want to play.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoop. That crashed the stream. Well, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're back. It didn't want to play it, y'all. I don't know what to say. I'm going to try it one more time. I can try it one more time for y'all. Hold on. There you go.
That's right. You so-called Christian-looking whores. That's it. Jumping in some church, flapping your ankle chains around, all on the choir, breasts hanging out, lips all red, nails painted red, purple, blue, green, long like bird claws, all this fake hair, breast implants, toenails painted with little fake diamonds in it. Your toes ain't richer. You're nothing but a prostitute. Amen. Hear me? Go ahead, go to church now. Go to church. That's right. Got nothing but a singing hoe, a shouting hoe, a organ playing hoe, a choir director hoe. Hey, preacher. If what I just said describe your wife, you're married to a hoe. Amen. Am I right, I said? Talk to me. Yes, sir. Amen.
Those 3 knocks, boy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But 13 people, but let's go ahead and get these likes up over there. I'm not going to keep asking. Hit the like button. If you in here, scroll down, hit that thumbs up for us one time. Share the stream, all that good stuff. Thank you so much. Robert said, I'm trying to find this clip for a buddy of mine. Mo Dunn said, Joe is so damn good as a heel. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Yes, he is good as a heel, but Samoa Joe deserves to take breaks wherever possible because Samoa Joe's given a lot back to the industry, and he does not need to be working a super full schedule.
I completely agree.
Thank you for your patronage.
Curtis said MJF shit with Samoa Joe was fire. It was all right. Curtis said MJF acted like he actually had some balls instead of playing patty cake with Adam Cole. Yeah, but he got choked out. But yeah, they used this as an opportunity to rib on CM Punk. That's all it was. That's all it was. Okay. But next up, we got Samoa Joe versus Shane Taylor in a match that it was just hard hitting. It was exactly what you expected it to be.
What a refreshing match for AEW. What a fucking refreshing match. I wish we could get more of these. It was refreshing to see instead of, 900 flips all the time.
It was definitely a mat-based match. I can tell you that right now. Oh, damn, I forgot to look it up. Robert, look, with the way this is going tonight, I don't know if we're going to do a stream tomorrow, but if we do, I'll definitely have it tomorrow. But I don't know. Y'all, this is whack.
Gotcha, bitch.
This is whack. But we going to keep pushing. But Samoa Joe and Shane Taylor, they went out there and had a great Ring of Honor World Television Championship match. Mm-hmm. Hard-hitting stuff. Obviously, Shane Taylor went out there and wanted to perform to the best of his ability. But Samoa Joe would ultimately just get the coquina clutch for the pin. And not the pin, the submission and the win. And, it was a good match. Solid match. And I saw a lot of the drones and Fair Walker saying, why is this on the pay-per-view, so on and so forth. But yet proceeded to cheer stuff on this show that shouldn't have been on the pay-per-view. And we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go fast. Yeah, now with the way this is going, we're going fast. Let's go. Darby Allin versus Luchasaurus. Surprisingly, Luchasaurus pulled off a decent pay-per-view match with Darby Allin. I give more of the credit to Darby Allin.
Yep.
Darby Allin put his body on the line, even with his back being banged up, doing everything that he can possible to win this match. And man, that missile drop kick, or no, it wasn't a missile drop kick. He went for a full senton. He went crazy. And I love the spot in the match where Christian Cage had Clobber Nick Wayne on the outside with a chair, and then he was acting like he was going to hit him with a concerto, and Darby was conflicted on picking up the win or saving his friend.
Yeah.
And then Luchasaurus pulled him out the corner, one tombstone pile driver, picked him up again, another one, and then he swings him out into a snake eyes and a northern lariat, and then he won with said northern lariat. And that was an interesting finish, in my opinion.
Because, again, it's nice to see something different than the same old.
I thought it was refreshing. I said, wow, that was actually good. And a person that you least expected to win won.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I had no problems with this. Post-match, they drag Nick Wayne in to make him watch as they concerto Darby, but the locker room empties with Sean Spears. Sean?
Yeah, Sean.
God, I don't know why. He's irrelevant. But Sean Spears leading the charge to make the save, ladies and gentlemen.
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
Hypothetically, if Darby won, wouldn't have that made him a 4-time champion?
I think so.
Dear Lord.
Yeah. Yep. Miro versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
Oh, God.
Guys, to all of the out-of-town Fed walkers and drones that showed themselves in this match, this pissed me off in more ways than one. When Eddie Kingston does his shitty chops and his shitty spinning back fist and his shitty exploder suplexes, does the crowd go, good? Good. Good. No. They give his matches respect. They chant, Eddie, Eddie, Eddie. But you got Miro and Powerhouse Hobbs going out there in a serious feud. And do you know what these out-of-town douchebags do? They come up with 3 different meat chants.
To which AEW tweeted about and encouraged.
I pack this shit up.
Try.
I mean, seriously.
Those chants ruined the match for me.
I agree. Same. It took me out of the match. And even though Miro was trying to play up the crowd, you could tell internally he was like, fuck. What a bunch of fucking dweebs. Because the match itself was great. But the crowd ruined this damn match. Me. I'm like, if you motherfuckers don't. Y'all, this is the first time I've ever given this on a review. I'm actually going to give this match a mulligan, and hopefully they run this back in front of a crowd that isn't full of out-of-towners that just decided to show up because they were in town for StarCast. This was embarrassing. You got Miro and Powerhouse Hobbs out there giving their all, having a banger of a fucking match. And these dorks. Me. And Warren, I saw the same tweet you did. And AEW encouraging that, which goes back to what I said at the beginning of the show. Tony Khan, are you happy? You did it. Congrats. Props to you, bro. You did it. You have successfully turned your crowd into a giant indie crowd. You happy? Was it worth it? Meanwhile, I'm looking at one side of the arena that could be way more full if you didn't appeal to those motherfuckers. And go and work overtime to appease them.
No, why do that?
So I really hope that going forward, you enjoy this. You embrace this. You drink it in your the environment where you felt unsafe, where CM Punk. All of you out-of-towners that ruined this match, but yet when Eddie Kingston is wrestling, you don't chant, good, out of shape, out of shape, out of shape. Oh, y'all will show an Eddie Kingston match respect. Y'all will show an Orange Cassidy match respect. Y'all will show a Britt Baker match respect. And now do y'all believe me when I say, let me say this one more time. This is the last time I'm saying it. Y'all either going to get it or y'all not. Now do y'all believe me when I say the only reason why Eddie Kingston and Orange Cassidy get cheered is because when the crowd looks at them, they see themselves. So they're not going to go out there and chant that at Eddie Kingston because they know they'd be talking about them.
Mm-hmm.
What a joke. Warren, I was embarrassed by this, man.
It was the most embarrassing moment of the show.
Do you want to give any thoughts on the match quality itself?
I was excited for this match because again, seeing two big guys wrestle in AEW is a rarity. Number one, and two, to get it twice in one night. Oh my God. Not only that, this feud actually had some heat, and you kill it with the fans chanting what they did. And it's just fucking stupid. But I'm sure Tony Khan's sitting at his little desk, you know, during the scrum and going, "Oh, I loved it. I thought it was great and everything's wonderful and I'm never going to blink my eyes and everything's great and we did this many ticket sales and everything's wonderful and awesome and great and I feel safe now."
You take the crowd out of this match is a cheat code.
Mm-hmm.
You take the crowd out of this match, and I would have came on the stream and been like, put in the cheat code, guys. Drop your controller emojis. That's what I would have said. But it was like the crowd worked overtime to troll this damn match.
And for no fucking reason.
And I'm going to ask one more time, Werner and everybody in the comment section, do they do this with Eddie Kingston matches?
No.
Do they do this with Orange Cassidy matches?
No, they want Eddie Kingston to be a world champion.
Which I don't want to see that at all. Jesus be offense. Robert said, I love this match, but yeah, the crowd killed it. I'm seeing everybody saying, nope. Yeah, no, you won't see it. Mo done saying, we know that's coming, Werner. Yeah. Maybe I should have did that. Maybe when Eddie Kingston was wrestling, I should have been like, gut, overweight.
Lazy piece of shit. Lazy piece of shit.
Maybe that's what I should have did. And they would have looked at me like I was crazy. You know why? Because they would have been looking at themselves when they looked out at that ring. But Miro ended up winning this match by submission with game over. It was a hard-fought match. Powerhouse Hobbs held his own. His spine buster in this match was amazing. And Miro really worked overtime to try to make Powerhouse Hobbs look like a very, very credible threat. And Powerhouse Hobbs did the heel thing that heels should do more often and attack Miro after the match after making it seem like he was going to be his bud.
Yeah.
And then, Warner, I was ready to walk out the fucking – I swear to God, I was ready to walk out the arena. No, not even for the reason you think. All I saw pop up on the screen was hot and flexible.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, God.
And I said, dog, I swear to God, if a fucking man comes out. I said to myself, I swear to God, if a fucking man comes out, we are leaving. Dude, I wish I would have recorded it. I swear, I was like, oh no, this better not be a dude. This better not be a dude. It better not be a fucking dude.
But, you know, everyone in that arena probably would have cheered because all of them are just, you know, suppressing their homosexuality.
Pretty much. But it would just ended up being CJ Perry, or as you guys know, or Lana. And she makes a save with a chair. God. She hits Hobbs with the chair. And then he stares her down, and Miro pops up and takes him out with the chair shot. Miro considers his wife for a long beat, but he can't bring himself to embrace her and walks away.
I would do the same thing. I wouldn't contemplate. I would just run.
And what did he say? He was like, "You're not real," or some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't think she's real either. I think she's very, 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 very fake.
Steve Butler just hit the nail on the head. That's not even a conspiracy theory at this point. I think that's exactly what happened. He said, "Tonight showed us how sick and far WWE drones are willing to defend their beloved company, willing to drive a long distance to troll a show." That's what it felt like, bro. I felt like I was in a meme. And not a good one.
You know, and with CJ showing up, I'm actually shocked that she pulled herself away from being a WWE fan long enough to show up at an AEW show.
Oh, yeah.
Considering she's had every fucking WWE pay-per-view cheering on randomness.
I agree. Yeah.
And WWE always shows her in the crowd as a fan.
I've personally seen it. I can say that because I've personally seen it. But y'all, man, get these likes up, man. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang. All right, cool. Here's how we finna do it. Let's roll. Kris Statlander versus Ruby Soho. Kris no knees retained. And she won with Saturday Night Fever after Tony Booty would interfere and take the spray can out of Ruby Soho's hand after Saraya gave it to her. That was that. Y'all, where are all the people that said Jade Cargill was boring?
Yeah, because this was terrible.
Kris Statlander is like watching two grasshoppers fucking. It is just, like, you're just sitting there, you're just like, this is so boring. Like, why am I watching this? What am I doing? Like, Kris Statlander's title reign has been so damn boring.
I feel so bad for Ruby. Because she tried so hard tonight.
Oh, dude, she tried to make this into something so bad, dude. Oh, God, bro. And at this point, when Kris Statlander got the win, you heard the actual real Chicago fans that were in the building boo. You know, the drones and fair walkers that were in there had no reaction because they don't care. Mm-hmm. They don't give a damn. They act like they like women's wrestling, and then when it comes on, they go run into the fucking bathroom or the merch stand or the fucking concession stand.
Mm-hmm.
But the real Chicago fans know her as Heidi Lovelace and seen her perform here at Freelance Wrestling, seen her perform in Indiana. So they booed. That was where I was like, I pointed to the crowd and I said, that's the Chicago fans. Them people you hear booing this win, that's the Chicago fans. And it took for a women's match to happen for the real Chicago fans to show up. Because all of the drones didn't care enough to boo or cheer. Or troll.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Tony Khan is going for this Ruby Soho never wins the big one gimmick. Robert said, you could see Ruby getting pissed during the match. I couldn't see it. I wasn't paying attention. I was watching the actual action in the ring. So give me some correspondence on that, guys.
I mean, she looked angry to me. But that could have been just her trying to stay in character.
And Mo Dunn said, give Ruby a run with the title. She's busting her ass in the ring. Steve Butler said, Ruby is an hour and a half from Chicago. I'm very aware of that. Marlo said, watching a brick wall is more exciting than Kris Statlander's ring. Dude, I've seen them videos on YouTube where it's a random-ass Indian dude building a house and he's laying the bricks, and that's more fucking exciting than Kris Statlander's damn title reign.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby Soho carried Kris Statlander's average ass. And somebody might say, oh, you guys weren't saying that at first about Kris Statlander because that was when she had fucking knees.
Now she doesn't have knees.
And she works like, please don't tear my ACL. Please don't tear my ACL. Warren, am I lying?
No.
You want to know how she's compensating? And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to teach y'all something about how sports injuries work. Here's how I know Kris Statlander is compensating for her knee injuries and she's trying to do things to prevent another one from happening. Kris Statlander is clearly doing flexibility exercises because almost every move Kris Statlander did in this match, she landed in a split. So that means she has been working on her flexibility because that girl is terrified of tearing her knees again.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what happens when you tear your ACLs like that? Your quads become more compromised. Your hamstrings become more compromised. Your groin becomes more compromised, especially for women. So every move that I saw her drop into a split on, I'm like, oh, you've been doing your flexibility exercises. You're scared.
She's using the TB12 method.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, she's scared. She's scared. And to a person that'll go, oh, she's always done her moves like that. Nah, bruh. Every move she was dropping into that was a bomb of any kind, she somehow landed in a split. Go back and watch the match. Go back and watch the match. She wasn't like that before. Kris Statlander used to take flat back bumps. Kris Statlander used to take bumps where she would land on her knees.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody might say, how can you fault her for being more careful? Well, nobody's faulting her for being more careful, but we're asking Tony Khan, why put your secondary women's belt on a woman that has to wrestle that careful?
Yeah.
That's the issue I have. Robert said, I'm watching it now. Then you'll see. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Guys, I know what I'm talking about. We don't just get in front of a camera and just say shit. Like most of these fucking podcasters do. Rhea says, since Punk's contract terminated, AEW now have the money to aggressively go after Mercedes Moné. She's already in the fold. That I wouldn't even worry about that. She's already in the fold. I don't even trip. I think that money has already been allocated. I think the dates have already been locked in. I wouldn't even worry about that. I'd be more worried about that money going towards Edge because I think that Tony Khan is going to make a full court press for Edge.
But Christian has no friends. All he knows is Luchasaurus.
Jesus fucking Christ, Werner.
That's what he fucking said.
Yeah, I know. But, man, y'all got to get these likes up, man. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit that damn thumbs up, man. Hit that damn thumbs up. Y'all stagnant in this motherfucker, man. Make it happen, yo. Hit that like button. Steve Butler said, if you're from Long Island, you're getting a push from Tony. Yo. Don't get us started. Mo Dunn says, stop letting Kris cut promos. They're not good either. And they're weird. Mo Dunn said, hamstring injury is definitely coming next. Or quad. One of the two. Hamstring or quad. Or Achilles. Yeah, or Achilles. That was the only one. I was thinking of it. I couldn't get it. For some reason, it was not coming to me. That's usually, no, actually, Marlowe has the nail on the head. Usually after an ACL tear in both knees, the Achilles is the first thing to rupture. I agree with that. But then once she recovers from that, then it's going to be the hamstrings. Then it's going to be the quads. And she's going to be retired soon, guys. Trust me.
Gotcha, bitch.
Kris Statlander does not have 10 more years in the game. Mark my words.
No.
She's going to be that women's wrestler that never quite lived up to her potential. And she's going to go backstage and she's going to work and train with some ladies. And do I think Kris Statlander might be a good trainer? Sure. Before Kris Statlander had her injury, she was great in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see Kris Statlander lasting another 10 years as an active wrestler. I just don't. I don't even see 5. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I want to be wrong. I'm not wishing injury on her.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't see it. Werner, what do you think?
I was thinking 5 because 10 just seems way too out there. I agree with the coach. I mean, she could coach now and help some of these younger girls, like a Billy Starks or Sky Blue or anyone else Tony decides to sign in the next, I don't know, 18 months. I have a really hard time with how boring she is on the mic. I mean, cool, you do sign language, and sure, that's getting another fan base. Good on you. But maybe you should work on your promos.
Gotcha, bitch. Yeah, you still got to be entertaining.
Yeah, because you haven't been entertaining in a while.
So wait a minute. Yeah, Mo, I know that. Say when you compensate an injury to protect it, you end up hurting another part of the body. I've done it. Played enough sports to know. Yeah. Mom's in the building with the thumbs up. Thank you. I'm going to do a roll call in a second, actually. Robert, yep, you watching it. He said it. He just confirmed it. Yeah. Yep, she falls down, legs and splits. Almost every move in the match. Almost every move in the match. Almost every move that was a bomb or anything, she's falling to her butt for some reason. She's fallen into a split. She's scared. She's terrified. Catherine said Jay needs to come back now. Yes. I don't know why Tony Khan isn't on the phone like, come back. I'm putting the belt back on you. I'm sorry. I made a grave mistake. Come back.
Gotcha, bitch.
Or I'm putting that other belt on you.
Mom said, I can only imagine the pain of a torn meniscus is bad and hurt. Yeah, well, you know. Sweetheart Sally said Miro's AEW career is done now. Worthless. CJ Perry's there now, and all she is eye candy, in my opinion. Mo Dunn said not at the pace she's going. Jason Wolford with thumbs up. All right, yeah, so let's do the roll call, man. Everybody is in here showing the necessary love. Drop a thumbs up in the comment section. Go ahead and take the opportunity to do that right now.
By the way, Facebook is winning 14-8.
I believe it. I'm looking dead at it. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad right now on YouTube. Y'all got to step up to the plate, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got to step up to the plate. I ain't going to hold you. There we go. I'm seeing some thumbs up. Shouts out to y'all, man. Shouts out to y'all. But yeah, Ruby Soho tried her best. And Kris Statlander is just 3 steps slower than she used to be. And yeah, it's rough. It's rough watching her go out there and only be able to have average at best matches. It's rough. Because again, at one point, she was great.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. It is what it is. She still would have had to learn how to cut decent promos, but you know.
I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah.
Might be too late.
Guys, next up. In what, I ain't going to lie. No, I'm going to save it. Let's do this. We got Ricky Starks going against Bryan Danielson, who came out to the final countdown. Huge pop from the crowd. Huge pop from the crowd. Did not expect to hear that be used again, considering how expensive that song is to license.
So I guess only pay-per-views we get the final countdown.
Apparently. Then what was the point? Hold on, Catherine said, Tony Khan said CJ isn't permanent.
Yeah, then what's the fucking point?
Gotcha, bitch.
What is the fucking point?
I got buttons for this.
Reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
What was the reason?
I ain't talking about Stacey Dash when I say this shit is clueless. What the fuck are we talking? What was the point?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Put in the cheat code for Ricky Starks and Bryan Danielson, guys. Put in the cheat code. This had a little bit of everything. I'm putting in the cheat code for this one. Excellent pay-per-view match between these two guys. But I'm obviously going to give the result because that is the point of the review, is to, you know, be results-based. So Bryan Danielson won by referee stoppage with a strap-assisted label lock. This was Ricky Starks' moment to really show that he belongs in that spot, and I think he did a good job. I do think he did a solid job. Would I have liked to see him get more offense in the match? Yes. I would have liked to see Ricky Starks get more offense in this match. But other than that, I have zero fucking complaints. This was excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent pay-per-view match. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Even though it was built in such a short fucking fashion, considering the shit that happened with CM Punk, man, this delivered. It had the big fight feel. But Warner, what did you think of it?
You know, his Bryan Danielson's last match was against Okada.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't entirely a fan of Ricky Starks going out and just getting him to bleed within 30 seconds.
Gotcha, bitch.
I would have rather had Danielson lead the match or start off the match and then have Ricky come back and then make it a 50-50. But that's just me. I think Ricky really did show tonight that he belongs. Of course, we've been saying that for how long?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad Bryan Danielson's back. I'm glad that we're going to see him from now on doing what, who knows. But I didn't agree with the start of the match.
Hey, that's you, man. Hey.
Yeah.
Modo said Tony Khan starts to start, don't kill his momentum. He already did it one time. He'll do it again.
Oh, he'll do it again. Yeah, he'll definitely do it again.
Yeah. And he'll do it when you least expect it. It'll just be random. Have this,
and it's when he'll be white hot again.
Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Catherine said Danielson was putting Starks over in the scrum. Yeah, that's cool and everything, but let's see what happens. But I'm gonna take the wait and see approach. Let's see if Tony Khan can actually push him and keep his momentum going instead of just randomly dropping it in the fucking mud.
I have no faith in Tony.
I don't either. But I'm going to take the wait and see approach. Let's see. Since everybody in the comments section seems to have faith in it, let's see.
I don't.
No, but let's see.
Gotcha,
let's
bitch.
See. Let's see. Let's see how that works out. Mr. Mayhem said Ricky Starks looks strong in defeat. Yeah, but again, let's see. Huh? Rhea said Ricky made him bleed. How much more offense did you want? I don't think you know what I mean. You don't get it. You just don't get it. You just don't get it. If I broke it down, you probably still wouldn't get it, and you'd go into 3 more bad faith comments. I'm not finna sit here and do it. If you don't understand what I mean by that, you just don't understand it. You just don't understand it. You heard what Werner just said, and the fact that you still put that comment in is it. Stop. Just stop. I'm not in the mood for that shit tonight. I'm not.
John Silver tweeted out, All Out was one of the best shows of the year after all you fucking losers are hating on it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Bruh. It's turning into WWE, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's turning into WWE. Where you cannot criticize anything that they do.
Gotcha, bitch.
I can't believe this happened, bro.
Tony says Jack Perry is suspended indefinitely.
Fucking definitely. He should have been fired. Because that mean that fucking... How you going to say you want to move past it and bring it up? But fucking...
It happened 11 minutes ago.
No, okay. All right. Let's keep going. Nigel McGuinness gets on the mic at ringside. He reminds us that Hangman Adam Page won the Battle Royal and announces that his choice for charity gets his $50,000 that he won in that Battle Royal. It's the Chicago Public Education Fund. I knew it had Chicago Public in it. I could not remember it for some reason.
And I bet you it was what Tony picked and not Adam Hangman Page.
Yes. Blackpool Combat Club consisting of Claudio and Wheeler Yuta going against whatever. Claudio ended up picking up the win with a European uppercut over that fucking bum Eddie Kingston. Let's keep going. Kenny Omega and Takeshita cheat code. Go watch the fucking match. Phenomenal fucking match. Phenomenal match. Takeshita won by pinfall with the running knee. Phenomenal damn match. Blew the roof off the building.
And the right person won.
Yes. Correct. Bullet Club Gold going against FTR and the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks are fucking children. CM Punk was right. They acted like children this entire fucking match. And the fucking drones and fed walkers came out in full force during this, cheering the Young Bucks. And the Chicago crowd was trying their best to drown them out because nobody wants to fuck with those fucking dweebs and those damn geeks. I don't care what their moveset is like. They act like fucking children. And these are people that have an executive position in your company. Pack this whole shit the fuck up. I don't care who won. Shouts out to FTR for doing the fucking CM Punk shit throughout the match and basically trying to remind y'all that, yeah, we still rock with them. Fuck this shit. Fuck this whole shit. Bullet Club Gold won. The right people won by pinfall with a lateral press from Colton Gunn on Cash Wheeler. The right team won. The right team won.
I was surprised who got the pin, but yeah, right team won.
Yeah, I noticed they wore the same gear as the Brawl. I remember. I saw that, Mo. John Moxley going against Orange Cassidy. This was the John Cena when he finally has to lose a match formula.
Yep.
This whole match, they made Orange Cassidy look like the never give up, rise above, hate John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Where he got beat up 97% of the damn match.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, he would hulk up and do his signatures, then he would hit a finisher. The opponent would kick out. Then he would fucking look confused with that dumbass look on his fucking face. And then he would go for another signature. He would get caught slipping. And then the other person would win. And it would be this big fucking shock. Even though, again, it would be a match where Cena had to lose. There was no choice, any other choice, and people might have actually rioted. Like if John Cena would have won in one night stand, I don't think John Cena would have made it out of that building alive.
No.
Or at least not without a lot of injuries. It was that formula. It was the RVD John Cena ECW one night stand formula. That was what it was. So, and we said this, guys. We said if it has to come to an end, you know how it's going to happen. They're going to make Orange Cassidy look like he's fucking Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what they did. But John Moxley would ultimately pick up the win with the high angle Death Rider becoming the new AEW International Champion. And I stood up and I hollered, fuck yes. And I walked out the arena and I came straight back here, guys. It is finally fucking over. God is finally fucking over. And yes, the guns are improving rapidly. Catherine, the guns we're watching them grow up in front of our eyes in that ring. I agree with that 100%. But Warner, any thoughts on this main event, man?
Thank fucking God the right person won. I'm glad this reign of terror is over.
And let me add in a funny little tidbit for y'all. Y'all heard the drones and fed walkers, grown men in the crowd, dead ass sounding like they were about to cry. They were like,
Yep.
No.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. I was like, are you for real? The dude defended it like 97 times.
Mm-hmm. Which is
Gotcha,
more than
bitch.
what Roman Reigns did.
And beat like fucking how many main event caliber guys? What, did y'all want him to beat the women's division too? That shit took way too fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
That shit took way too long, and I hope we never get another title reign like that again, because that really just made the AEW roster look weak. That is not a good thing. When your title reign makes the AEW, the entire roster look weak, you're not elevating anyone. And I used to say the same thing about Cena. If you're not having long, meaningful feuds to where you don't have to defend it a million damn times and bury the roster, your title reign is shit. So ding dong, the Wicked Witch is fucking dead. Finally. Let's go to ratings. Honest to God, y'all, I'm being generous. I'm being very generous. 4.
Yeah.
4. I thought it was some great wrestling on this show, and a couple of the right results happened, but overall, this felt like a Tony Khan indie slop fest.
Yep.
Moment of the night. What the fuck do you think is my moment of the night? That belt is finally off of that orange dweeb. Go ahead.
Same. Because that 40-year-old should not be a champion. Period.
Good God Almighty. Well, that said, Moxley had 3 power drivers and he still kicked out. Yeah, you knew they was going to Superman him. If he had to lose it, they were just like with Cena, they would use an excuse. They'd be like, he has an injured elbow and he's been dealing with tax exemptions and he's been like all types of shit that don't matter. Mike Patterson said, when I was in high school, guys like Orange Cassidy would be thrown in lockers by people like Brian Cage. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that said 7. Moment of the night, Starks and Danielson. I can see why somebody would give it that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mo Dunch. If Tony Khan wants people to start booing Orange Cassidy, that's the best way to do it. He said, how much you want to bet he has the title back before the end of the year? Not if he wants Orange Cassidy to become a heel. If he wants Orange Cassidy to become a heel, sure, do it. But I'm sure he doesn't want that. So I don't see that happening. But y'all, let's clear the air and let's get the fuck up out of here.
Gotcha, bitch.
I'm not, again, the past few streams, shouts out to everybody that is in here supporting. When I say this, I'm not talking about y'all. The energy from these past 2 streams that y'all been giving, and when I say y'all, I'm talking about the people that's normally in here showing love and they not in here showing love. I'm not talking about y'all that's in the comment section. The energy's been kind of weird. I'm not going to lie. Mo Dunn said 3 hours, 5 minutes, all in match time, including 0 hour. Robert said 5, moment of the night, Miro versus Hobbs. Fernando said 7. I would have gave it to Miro versus Hobbs, but that out of town crowd ruined that match.
Yep.
For real. I just can't. I can't. But clear the air. Sometimes you need to stop explaining yourself. Stop explaining yourself to people that don't give a fuck about what's going on in your life and they just want to be nosy and fuck up what you got going on. Don't give those people the energy, because the moment you give them the energy, they're going to try to manipulate you at every turn that they possibly can. Take away the biggest thing that gives them power, your attention. Don't let nobody bully you into giving up your state secrets. You don't have to do that. Just don't. And that's why I want to clear the air on.
You're in the Midwest. It's going to be hot the next few, like really hot. Humidity and dew point are going to be through the roof. Try your best to stay hydrated. Try to stay cool. Do the best you can and not overheat yourself.
Word. Definitely stay safe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, y'all, hold on, wait a minute. No, again, Maria, what are you doing? Saying I show love all the time. Again, didn't you just hear me say, I'm not talking about the people that are in here. I'm talking about the people that normally show love that aren't in here. I'm talking about them, not y'all, okay? But y'all,
selective hearing, you know?
I swear, bro. Some people just do have selective hearing. But shouts out to everybody in here, man. But it's time for us to get the fuck up out of here, man. So therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the brace in his hair. So, signing off yet again. It's the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starks, and
The beacon of hope worldwide, the Messiah of semi-cute sixes, and the internal pessimist. Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
Maybe tomorrow.